Hey there everyone, PhilChill here and welcome to my channel. As you play more and more of Stardew Valley, with time and the internet as well, you learn a lot of new things about the game. But there are still many more events or moments that you may have missed if you haven't fulfilled a certain condition or you just don't know if it's possible to do. So today I wanted to talk about a few tips that I think not many know about that you can use on your playthrough to gain an advantage or to just get access to some extra features. If by any chance I manage to show you something new, please consider subscribing to my channel since it helps me out a lot and it's totally free. But with that out of the way, let's begin. So I don't know how many of you know about this trick, but if you use a stool or a chair, you can get access to the top portion of the Ginger Island farm, where you can also plant seeds or even place artisan equipment there. This is a glitch that came with the 1.5 update that can give you a simple advantage, and if you use it correctly, you can increase the money you make from the Ginger Island farm by a lot. This trick can also be used to gain quicker access to the secret woods for any beginner farm out there, which is really helpful. I made a few guides on how you can use the Ginger Island farm in farming honey, so feel free to check it out down below. Also, I forgot to mention, but you can use the stool trick in a few other places, like near the Pirate Cove, to explore the surrounding jungle, which can be done just for fun. And I truly don't know how many more places you can use this trick on. The next one, however, is quite important for a great Skull Caverns run. As a newer player, you may still not have a warp pillar. You're out of warp totems, and the only vehicle in and out of the valley is missing its driver for the day, after a long night in the saloon I think. Moments like this can be really irritating when you have your luck buff food, bombs and even staircases ready to go on a great luck day, and the only thing missing is the driver to take you there. Sometimes I wonder why can't we just grab the bus and drive it ourselves, but sadly it doesn't work like that. You can imagine the fines that Pam is constantly getting while getting us to the desert from her drunk driving. But did you know that there's a silver lining to all of this? When you wake up early and go to Pam's place and block her for a bit, she will get mad and storm towards the bus's direction, where she will get there faster. The best part to this trick is that it works even with a stool or a chair, where she will always run past it, making her to get to the bus stop sooner every day. So by placing one chair next to the door, she will run to the bus every day. This trick can really save your precious time, which you can use in exploring the Skull Caverns more, increasing your findings there. Did you also know that you could customize the emotes that you can use in the game? Well, when you access the emote wheel in the game, you have a set of emotes that have been there from the start. But if you right click on one before selecting an emote to perform it, you will open up a window where you can choose some other emotes that you may have not seen before. I also needed to mention that there are 4 emotes that are hidden from the player, and to gain access to them, you first need to use the / command and perform them through that. The hidden emotes are Blush, Jar, Music, and Taunt. And after you use the / command for them, it will unlock them in the menu, where you will be able to set them to the emote wheel as well. Another really interesting thing which you may miss in your playthrough is that you can find hazelnuts from maple trees in the fall season. This is not well known by many, and if you don't try to search for tree seeds by checking the trees before cutting them, you may miss that you can get hazelnuts like this. If you're having a problem in finding hazelnuts for the community center for example, or for some cooking recipes, you can use this trick to get some for yourself in the fall season. There's also a really interesting event which I think not many know about. Did you know that if you had a full pond with crabs on the farm, and you talk to Willy randomly, he will open up a secret dialogue option talking about the pond and as well reward you with a pearl. The pearl is a rare and valuable item in Stardew Valley. You can either sell it or keep it as a collectible on the farm, but this is a really unique way to get one when you least expect it. The other ways is by completing the mermaid puzzle on the night market or keeping some blobfish on the farm. You also get some from treasure chests, but that's all. For me it's more important that somehow constantly put this in the game to unlock when you manage to fill out a whole fish pond with crabs, which is amazing, and I think people would rarely do that when you can use it to get more special fish in the pond as well. The next little tip is about some of the trellis crops. Are you tired of having to plan out your layout where you can pass around through the crops and trellis, or the thief saplings, while wasting precious planting spaces? Well, say no more. if you get a Junimo hut, the Junimos will pass through all of the crops and without any care in the world, send them to the hut for you to pick up. To be honest, this is really helpful and quite nice that you can use to increase your production without any worries. As the Junimos are mythical creatures like Abigail, they can do all the work without any issues and you can get a lot of crops in return. Just be careful letting Abigail see them, since creatures like that don't like when other mythical creatures encroach upon their territory, so she may eat them. And speaking about tea saplings, did you know that instead of planting them, they're much more worth to sell? To craft one tea sapling, you need 2 wild seeds, 5 fiber and 5 wood. And to sell it, the price goes around 500 gold, making this a really profitable way in getting gold. By crafting a ton of these, using the really cheap resources that you can basically gather for free, you can get a really good and stable source of income. To be honest, this is a truly viable source of income that can be easily utilized by many. You just need to befriend Caroline and unlock the recipe for the tea saplings from her, and the money making can begin. The next trick that we have is about space. Have you already used up all the space on your farm with buildings and artisan equipment, but want to increase your production even further? Well, say no more. You can always use the quarry, desert, the secret woods, the sewers, the mutant bug lair, and even the train station. But for that one you need to be a bit careful since NPCs still visit that area and they can still break your equipment. You can look up the pathing for the villagers in the train station area, so you know which spots are safe for the artisan equipment where the villagers won't break it. But still, all of those areas are a great natural boost to you since you can fill them up with artisan equipment and crystallariums that can steadily increase your income on the farm, and also at the same time make a useless area quite useful. Did you also know that you can have multiple Statue of Perfection? Well, this is a glitch that you can use in order to ensure you would have a steady supply of iridium ore. The trick is pretty simple. You have to get to your 3rd year and have Grandpa evaluate your farm, where if you manage to light up all of the candles, you would in turn receive the Statue of Perfection. After doing this, you get only 1, so to make more out of it, you need to have a full inventory with items and place the statue on the ground, but hit it with a tool so it's unplaced, and after that just interact with the shrine and you would get a brand new one. So rinse and repeat and you would have a ton of these on the farm for some really easy iridium, so you won't have to visit the skull caverns at all. But everyone, those were the few extra tips that you may or may not know about Stardew Valley, and I hope I managed to show you something new with today's video. I think that a lot of things are still unknown by a big portion of the player base, and a lot of them are quite unique and intriguing. But everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you liked today's video, and if you'd like to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out any of my future updates. I hope you have a great day and I will see you all in my next one. But till then, stay safe.